All right, this story comes from across the pond and it's talking about synthetic gummies. I've warned people, I tell them be careful with those things because you don't know what is in them. And I've heard a lot of people had different reactions to those things. Some was telling me how they couldn't function for hours because they was so high up there. That's not normal coming from anything cannabis to be like that zooted for a couple of hours. But let's get into this story real quick. Are they really strong? Law student found foaming from the mouth died after consuming one synthetic cannabis gummy, investigation reveals. Posted by Grace Judon, June 10th, 2024. Details about the 2022 death of a 22-year-old Nigerian law student have recently emerged during an investigation. Damilo Low. Wait a minute. Let me try this again. Damilola Grace Olakanami, who lived in Ilford, East London. Is that Ilford? Suffered several cardiac arrests and brain damage after eating a single marijuana gummy that turned out to be synthetic cannabis. Her mother, Wumi, described the terrifying scene in a police statement revealed in court in late May. And it is every parent's worst nightmare. Wumi told authorities that a loud noise woke her up during the night of March 29th, 2022, and she ran upstairs to find her daughter unconscious in her bedroom. By the time police arrived, she was foaming at the mouth. Marijuana don't make you do that. That's something else in them things. Be careful, man. I went upstairs to Grace's room and I saw her on the floor. She didn't appear to be breathing, the grieving mother recently told the court, according to Mira. At the time, Olaka Kanimu, man, I can't pronounce those names like that. Man, I'm not going to even try. I'm going to just call her Grace. At the time, Grace was hosting a 21-year-old student visiting from the U.S., and Wumi described how she found the friend in a hysterical state, rolling around on the floor, shouting and screaming next to her daughter. The unidentified friend had also consumed a synthetic marijuana gummy. Wumi immediately called emergency service, and first responders attempted to resuscitate her unconscious daughter before they rushed her to the hospital, where she suffered a series of cardiac arrests and brain damage. Grace died later that week on April 3rd, 2022. The cause? Synthetic cannabinoid toxicity, a Class B designer drug otherwise known as spice. An autopsy found two different synthetic cannabinoids in her system, oxybutynin and carboxamide. Grace and her friend had procured the gummies through a mobile app from a person her friend described in a police statement as her regular dealer. The friend told police that they had taken one gummy each, and approximately 20 minutes later, they became deathly ill. Investigators found two packages, one emblazoned with Trilly Peachio's branding, black market weed meant to mimic the popular sweet and sour gummy rings, Trolley Peachio. In terms of edibles, I'm unaware she had taken them before. I did not know they contained cannabis. Her mom recently told the court. This is the utterly tragic case of a 23-year-old girl consuming synthetic cannabis and having a very serious reaction, stated the coroner, Dr. Shelley Redcliffe, at the May inquest in East London. She continued, my conclusion is that the death is due to drug misuse. I convey my deepest condolences to the family Investigator pulled Grace's cell phone records and discovered communications between her and the drug dealer on a messaging app. On the day she consumed the gummies, she messaged the dealer asking, "Can I have 2 packs of 600 milligram gummies for tonight, please? And are they really strong?" The dealer replied yes to both questions. Police then obtained surveillance footage showing the exchange between Grace and someone inside a car near her home on the night of the incident. Fortunately, the license plate on the vehicle was visible, and police tracked down the dealer, who reportedly possessed a large quantity of cash and what were believed to be edible cannabis products. Leon Brown, 37, of South Norwood, was arrested shortly after the incident and charged with possession with intent to supply Class B synthetic cannabinoid, being concerned in the supply of a synthetic cannabinoid, and possession with intent to supply a psychoactive substance. At the time of her death in 2022, a relative identified only as Dooney described Grace in news reports as a sweet, quiet girl, a bit of an introvert. Her mother looked up to her. She was very kind and loved looking after children and wanted to please everyone. The family will never come to terms with this. Oh, condolences to her family. And I just want to say again, be careful with those things, man. Yeah, that's sad. I also recently was hearing that they believe Tommy Chung. If you don't know who Tommy Chung is, he had these movies back in the day with Cheech Marin called Cheech and Chong, and all they did was smoke weed through the movie and get into silly situations. Well, he's been promoting these cannabis products like these gummies, and he's recently been diagnosed with cancer, and they believe that the cancer is from these gummies. That's what people are saying, and they're warning people about these gummies. So man, y'all look after yourselves, and I like getting blowed too, but I don't mess with these shops out here. I do my marijuana the same old fashioned way. You know, uh, one thing I will say, I just don't trust a lot of these places because you don't know what is in that marijuana. If the state is telling you it's okay for you to consume marijuana and want you to purchase it from that place, I would be careful with that. I told people that Bill Gates out here and he's in the marijuana selling business, and I wouldn't definitely never smoke anything coming from Bill Gates. Everybody know how Bill Gates get down with his population reduction. That's all on his mind. But yeah, y'all be careful out there and stay safe, man. Don't want to hear like nothing like this happening to nobody else. Man, that's scary. You eat a gummy and foaming at the mouth and end up dying. Damn. Sound like a horrible way to go out. Y'all stay safe. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll catch you on the next one.